Hello everyone, welcome to a dramatic reading of my statement of purpose when applying for acting grad programs. I applied to grad schools 2 years in a row, and I wrote this essay my first year, and the second year I used basically the same essay. I just edited it a little bit and polished it and refined it. So this is 2 years in the making. You definitely don't have to do what I did. I personally just really love writing, so I spent a lot of time on this and I really enjoyed writing it. But I know of one person actually who wrote their statement of purpose the day before their application was due and still made it to final callbacks or like callback weekend for NYU. So your audition is the most important deciding factor for whether you get into a program or not. Nobody's going to not admit you because your statement of purpose was not great. I mean, they might reconsider if it looks like you put absolutely no effort into it, but I think as long as you write something that is truthful, it doesn't matter whether you're like a great writer or not. They really just want to get a basic understanding of you. So let's get into it. I've loved magic when I was younger. Reading Matilda and Harry Potter brought me so much joy to the point that my heart ached that they were not real. Worlds filled with supernatural powers and never-ending adventures drew me in. I prayed for telekinetic powers, believed my letter from Hogwarts was on its way, and was busy designing wings with my mom's car window shades in my free time. The inside of my mind was filled with fantasy. Outwardly, no one would have been able to tell. I often felt a wall was built between my inner and outer worlds. I adhered closely to the values and boundaries my Korean immigrant parents passed on to me. I was described as shy and polite, and I always painstakingly asked for permission. In 3rd grade, I went as far as to wet my pants one day when my teacher failed to notice I had been holding up my hand for half an hour to use the restroom. I never drank at parties, never snuck out, never even had a driver's license until I was well into my 20s, as my parents did not approve of teenagers driving. I faithfully grew to be a compliant adult. Then, in 2017, I made a leap of faith quite out of character. Upon graduating college and working as an interior designer, I suddenly found myself with unprecedented financial freedom. I had more money than I had ever had, and most importantly, I did not have to ask anyone for permission to use it. I soon left Korea with my savings to pursue acting in New York City. I attended a small conservatory tucked away in the basement of a Broadway theater that might as well have been made out of cardboard. The ceilings would leak, classrooms were perpetually cold, and once a live bedbug was discovered in the costume room. It was not a prestigious institution by any means, but I had never felt so close to being magical as I did there. I could be more than Matilda and Harry. I could be Nina, Sonia, Alma, Puck, Dee Dee, and Gogo, sprout wings and soar, live 100,000 different lives. Learning acting was finding a bridge that finally connected my inner and outer worlds. It was a medium with which I could express the colors that only I had been able to see inside my mind. It gave this compliant girl permission to not ask permission. It asked me to be uninhibited. It promised that if I was vulnerable and imaginative, a world would start to breathe and come to life. My mind was at home. When acting, I am able to peel back the many tiresome layers of what I think I ought to be and express my truest, rawest human self. And the beauty of theater is that when the actor is truthful, they have the unmatched force to ignite powerful emotion and empathy for those watching. I've experienced it as Mariana begging for Angelo's life in a small theater in the Upper East Side, or as Rosemundi dancing to the beat of her heart in my graduation production. Moments when I am locked in and can sense the focus of the audience align with my own. Theater pleads with us to witness and feel a life that is not our own. And if there exists a remedy to human isolation and division, part of the answer must be in the theater. I am dedicated to this power. An environment that limits distractions and enables actors to focus all attention on growing and mastering their craft would be a rare gift. This is what excites me most about graduate school. Having professionally trained for a relatively short period of time, I often feel the hunger for more advanced guidance. Okay, so in this part, I customized it to each school. I laid out like a paragraph worth of things that I liked that were unique to this school. So for example, if it was a school with free tuition, I would say, oh, I love how you've opened doors for any talented actor to audition for your program without having to worry about money. I would say how the faculty was diverse, or if I liked the location of the school and how it was close to acting opportunities. Anyways, I just laid out reasons specifically that I liked that school that I was submitting the essay to. And then after that paragraph, I always rounded it out with to find a steady artistic home and family, and to together study and revel in theater would be nothing short of an idol for an actor who is in love with acting. The magic that only existed in books as a child is now a reality that I am able to write with my own hands. I look forward to developing the tools to continue this story at blank university. Yeah, that was it. I actually got a compliment from Kurt Columbus at Brown when I auditioned in 2022. That was the one and only time that somebody brought up my personal statement or statement of purpose in an audition, but he said, oh, by the way, Libby, you're a really beautiful writer. And that was all I needed. And I think Sophia Skiles was in the Zoom room with us, and she nodded in agreement. She was like, yeah. So that was enough for me. Beautiful moment that I will forever remember. But yeah, I hope this is a good point of reference to anybody who's writing one of these. I think it's also just fun to share these. All right, check out my other videos for more acting MFA information. Bye.